covered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown time. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
On to attempt the try. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for room, it's Frazier. Ernie on the Jets. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does. How about the linebacker right there? They make calls and they play in coverage, but if you're a linebacker, you better be physical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the lumber.
Yeah, they definitely weren't able to chip up and get him on that one. But I'll tell you, a hit like that makes you think twice about wanting to run the football between the tackles for the rest of this game, because that dude has got some bad intentions.
Georgia going up tempo. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Georgia sends out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
It's dropped. And oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the snap, it's Frazier. He'll toss it. He's loose. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Russell. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Alabama quickly back to the line. On the ground, it's Young. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Bama! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And That's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Catch in the middle. It's dealt. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Frazier.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Pocket breaking down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Darius is when you play on. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pulls it in down the sideline. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Breaks the tackle. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Going up top again. That's caught. It's French. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field, that...
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Using his legs, it's Frazier. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Great job by the back on the option. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point is good. Still a lot of time to go here in the 3rd quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back.
And I think this coach felt they needed something, right? You just scored, you created some momentum, you're still losing. Kick the onside kick, got aggressive, gets rewarded. Nice job by the onside kick team.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's White.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On fourth down, looking to pass. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
The give to the back. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Now, a fourth down.
1 for 2 on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Here we go. Ready?
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 24, Georgia 14.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to throw, it's Russell. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
And I like the running back's fish. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's dealt. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback.
Breaks into the open on the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Snagged in the middle, it's Branch. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Here's the pressure. It's complete. He's got it inside the 10. Mark him out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
It's hard to...
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Wide open spaces. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Using his legs to buy some time. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Georgia. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21.
That makes the score now 31, Georgia.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory.
Thank you.